these components are working. I commit it to 10 minutes. You know, I just, it's not easy. Not easy to do any kind of online thing at my age. That shouldn't be an excuse, but it is what it is. Yes, once again in Second Life. Okay. I'm sitting on the floor of my place and thought we'd look around a little bit. Now, hopefully the stream is working. I have this OBS studio and it's set to use Restream and to stream to Twitch and YouTube simultaneously. And since I don't do this all the time, let me just do a spot check. See if any of that is truly happening. We'll check YouTube first. What do we do here? We go to my icon and hit there. Okay, it says live. Let's see. Are we really streaming? Okay, there it is. See if anything. All right, so that's totally on. Twitch, I suppose we could check. Let's see. I don't use these things that much. I use Twitch on when the sumo is happening. Okay, we're in Twitch. Let's see, home, me, my profile. Oh yeah, okay, it's happening. Great. So let me just close all these things on my phone, which was where I was monitoring that. So we have successfully initiated a YouTube and a Twitch stream via Restream. It's very good service, Restream, R-E-Stream. What a great thing it is. You can get two destinations for free. So you could have Twitch, you could have Facebook, you could have YouTube. So you have two of those. And if you pay, I don't know what it is. It's you know, not much for the entry level, and then you can have more channels. You could freak out. YouTube and Twitch are good for me because you know, Twitch is, you know, especially with the Second Life insights. What do we call Second Life explorations, adventures? They're good for Twitch because Twitch is kind of geared to games. And YouTube, of course, because I think with the live streams, YouTube now, I think, may delete the content after a period of time, but maybe not. I know Twitch does. I know Facebook does, which I'm not on anymore. So Second Life, I said I'd commit to 10 minutes because I had dropped in here. I have some, what do you call, sensors that are set up that, see, what are we doing here? I wanted to, no, I didn't want that. No, is this what I wanted? Yes, that's what I have some sensors that when people come into my house, I get a notification and I get their name, and that's cool. It's like a little robot greeter. So my place here in Second Life, which I've explored many, many times, is it's really, well, it's my home in Second Life, which is a virtual reality, the only viable one that's out there, in, you know, in terms of what Second Life is. Yeah, and I built this place, and it was based on everything, all the key aesthetics that I learned from Frank Lloyd Wright. And I'm not an architect, but, you know, I've played with architectural ideas. So this little corner here, this thing, this building is really represents so many of the ideas. I mean, what are they? Well, the ideas, a lot of the ideas are pretty simple. It's just You've got a horizontal thing going on. You've got cantilevered roofs, the cantilever. You've got brickwork. You have stained glass windows. You have a massive fireplace. You have, what do they call those? Cloister windows? I forget. But anyhow, it has all these classic Wrightian architectural features. And yeah, I spent a lot of time building this. Now this, I was thinking about it tonight, and actually this is, if it were my real house and I had my dream house, this would only be my corner of a much bigger house, because this structure here has no kitchen. It doesn't have any bathrooms. It doesn't have any bedrooms. You know, it's basically a library, a study, a meditation room. And so it would be, when I was thinking about it tonight, I went, oh, well, that would be cool. Maybe you could, you could go off into some sandbox and build the ultimate Tao Lodge trip. But I thought, nah, I mean, it's okay the way it is. But yeah, that would be interesting to build a house that is like this, and that this would be like the the southwest wing or whatever. So yeah, my place here in Second Life. This place, if we look on the map, we can see is called, if we can look down here, I don't know if you can see my mouse, but this is called Sabuela. And there I am, that you can see the red icon there, that's my house, and there the other one is me. And if we zoom out of this on the map to get an idea of where this is in Second Life, you can see this is part of the original, what they would call the mainland of Second Life. And Second Life is much larger than this. And if we keep zooming out, I think people that know, I don't know, what is it called? Minecraft. I think they have a similar type of a data space, but this has been growing. Wow, I haven't looked at this for a while, but it's really quite huge now. Where you see my icon where I am in this this area here. And they have all these territories now. And you'll also see a constellation of little squares, little almost pixel size, that are entire sims. And you can keep going out. And those are almost, like the stars. There are so many, yeah. Not infinite, but definitely massive. So here we are, and these are some of my neighbors. We have this neighbor over here, lovely place, very conservative. She's, and I say she because I think I've seen her avatar, and I assume it's a she. It might not be, but her place is very nice now. She went through, I think, 100 different variations of her house over months and years, and finally she arrived at this, and she really has done a sweet job on decorating it and landscaping it. Yeah. And I like to think, the one thing I like to think is that as she builds all of her stuff over here, she looks across the water, and part of her scene is my place. It's like having a neighbor with an attractive property. So that's pretty cool. I like to think that. I mean, I don't know, but I think so. I think that's true. Over here is a plot that's for sale. If I were rich, I'd buy it. I don't know. No, actually I wouldn't. I'm happy with my parcel. Once again, we have this wonderful lighthouse that's been here. It appeared one day. Somebody bought that property and put that there, and I love it so much. I'm so happy to have it in my front yard. Yeah, in my place, if we zoom out here a little bit, basically my property is this little corner here where you see the trees, you see this giant cathedral here, you see this this firelit area here, which has been there for so long. And then you see my little compound, which is pretty cute. We have my church, which I've gone into on some videos, and we'll go back again. I have the main house, which, as I was talking about in the beginning of this video, how it's more of a library and a study and meditation room. So it's not really a house. It's more like a retreat thing, but it is a house. I don't need a bathroom in Second Life, although I could have one, and those are cool to have. Next to the house was my original humble little structure I had built. And all it is, it's got a fireplace, some tatamis, a rug. It's got a copy of the Urantia book there and a pillow to sit on. And over the mantle of the fireplace, we have the Self-Realization Fellowship lineup of gurus, which is not really, I don't represent or adhere to any particular trip. Let's see. And there we go. All right, popped in. Pretty cool. Lahiri, Mahasaya, Babaji, Jesus, Krishna, Paramahansa Yoganandaji, and Sri Yukteswar. These are, this is a Self-Realization Fellowship trifold card. And we have Hanjan and Shurda, one of the clocks I made. Very, very nice. Very nice little space. Oh, pardon on the audio. Took a little break. I'm particularly fond of the fire. This is one of the early things I made in Second Life. It's completely scripted. You can turn it off and on. It's got particles in the front that kind of do the fire and the charcoal burning. And then I have an animated GIF in the back. I mean, at the time I built this, and I think even today, this is probably one of the best burning logs, animation, object, whatever you want to call it, that's even available now. I don't think there's anything better than this. That's pretty bold to say, but I'm saying it. Yeah, you can click on it. If I click on it, it has sound too, but you probably can't hear it. But I click on it, it extinguishes the fire. There's some smoke. Pretty cool. Eventually it's completely out. And then we can click on it again and it fires right back up. It's got a burning coal center, and yeah. I built all that stuff. The logs were cylinders and did texture mapping on them. Built the iron grate. Yeah. I built a lot of stuff like that. I spent so many hours, I think, looking back on it now, I just am amazed. Yeah. Like many other things, when you do things in the past and it's like you had the time to do it, the inspiration, whatever. So that was one of the first places I had, and I'm quite pleased with my little placement of these objects, the stones, these trees here. A long time ago, it's probably 20 years ago I did this, but just, using my sense of aesthetics how to throw some objects in. You know, if we look at it, let's see what's a nice angle. And they're all good, but this is pretty nice right here. Yeah. It's so fun. That's one of the things fun about Second Life. You know, you have like these rocks. You could buy it for like, you know, a couple of pennies. And move them around, twist them around, place them. I have a good neighbor over here. I think he appreciates my place because he didn't block it off. We'll check his place out later. Some other episode. I committed to 10 minutes. Now I've done almost 15. That's how it goes. Yeah. This is my place, man. In Second Life, it's a virtual reality. What does it mean? Well, it means that it's not a game. You're not trying to win anything. You can if you want. There are places where you can have medieval battles, ride on ponies and fight Indian wars. There's all of that if you want. But my trip is building, you know, like building this place. And then exploring, which we've done a bit of, and we'll do more. So yeah, that's this little live stream. Tao Lodge, Second Life. It's a groovy place. And it's a groovy space to, create. Get into it.